Sup, I'm Shazzy, and today we're gonna review the lead Jenningser EP by Neonix. Neonix is an artist I've laid my eye on for a while, ever since I got into rhythm, and his stuff has always been insanely solid, and spoiler, this EP was no less. So let's just get into it. First track, Spaceborne. This is my least favorite from the EP, but it's still pretty solid. The intro actually feels a little tribal-ish. It's really cool, the percussion is great there. The drops are probably the emptiest of the EP, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's a tight sound design with a nice white noise usage and digital screeches. The sound design gets a lot more chaotic in the second part, nearly to the point where it gets a little overwhelming and confusing for me. The high-end background texture is unpleasant for my ears too, which doesn't really make me like the drop more. So while the first drop is disappointing in my opinion, the second drop is a lot better. The lasery stabs, the sustained and spacey background fit so well together and are really fun to listen to. The ear-piercing high-end and chaotic knocky sounds are used in the second part, again, which I just find to be clashing with everything, so those sounds should have been used a bit more sparingly. So otherwise, this track is alright, but it's definitely my least favorite from the EP. Just really jumpy. Yeah, that background texture, I don't know. And at this part, it just feels all over the place. Not in a good way. This is a lot more fun. So yeah, it's not the best track, but it's by no points bad. Synthetik, very simple but eerie and dark intro. That stretched out vocal is actually really unsettling. No build up whatsoever, it goes straight to the drop and you can instantly hear that the track title fits. Very digital sounds and generally an insanely clean sound design as well as tight percussion. While the first part sounds really flowy, the second part step the digital sounds up a notch and become even a little bleep loopy, but still rather low-key. Tiny scratched background textures added in too. The mid-section isn't really different from the intro. The stabs and stretched out with glitchy vocal thingy simply appear again. The second drop feels slightly simpler, but also glitchier than the first drop, but otherwise include the same patterns as the first drop, and then goes back to a similar second part that the first drop had as well, but with a bit more calmer bleep loops. Overall, a great track. It's just insanely clean stuff. Straight to the drop. Synthetik. It's not heavy, it's just so fun and flowy. This is a bit more held back, but still awesome. Next one, Dig It. Again, a simple rhythm intro which goes straight to a pretty simple rhythm drop, which I still love. It's the more powerful and energetic type of rhythm with that scratchy, stabby basses and the simple patterns. The basses are really well produced, they make the drop hit pretty damn hard, and the drums help a lot to that as well. That snare is fucking insanity. It gradually builds off to the midsection, which again isn't really different from the intro. But these parts aren't the focus anyway. The second pre-drop vocal asked me a very intimate question, and I just can't miss that opportunity. The second drop plays a bit more with the pitch of the stabs, which is a nice subtle change. The second part of this drop is my favorite part of this track. The short machine gun patterns are insane and add to the heaviness a surprising amount. Might be my favorite from the EP. This delayed head is really cool. Just a simple intro. The patterns are really simple, but the sounds are so fucking energetic, they make up for it.
Suck my dick.
That hits so hard. Yeah, this track is fucking insane. Last track, Poopo 3. This track is amazing. Simple intro, but the drops are actual insanity. The sounds are so simple, but still feel so full and tight and work with the patterns so fucking well. Feels like it shouldn't work, but it definitely does. The sound design is so watery and flows really good. The sustain is so clean and a sick addition to the drops. After the iconic Arabic ringtone midsection, Neonix hits us with a little sound design switch. The sounds are a little more held back, but the patterns are more sporadic and thus still make for a really heavy drop. I also love how the Arabic ringtone glitches out in the outro. It's overall definitely a sick track, and either dig it or this track would be my favorite from the EP. It flows so well. I enjoy this sustain a bit less than the one after. This is way more enjoyable. The first one hurts my ears a little. Yeah. I can't follow this pattern. Yeah, this track is insane. So overall, this EP is amazing. Space Pawn didn't really faze me, but the other 3 tracks definitely make up for it. They're all fucking insane. So yeah, a solid EP again from Neonix. Hope you liked this review. If you did, make sure to like the video and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more. It would really help me out. I don't really have anything else to say. See ya!